I'll prove you that you can learn to produce music in only 7 days. Have you ever thought to yourself, hey, maybe I could make music? Well, me too. I can't play any instruments and I can definitely not sing. Not too bad. But I want to prove to you that if you spend the next 7 days learning music production, you can become a DJ, or some resemblance of that. For the first 2 days, I'm gonna learn all the basics of music productions alone. Okay, that definitely doesn't work. Then in the following 5 days, I'm gonna produce a song every single day. We're gonna try 5 different genres of EDM. That drop is so empty and boring. Collaborate with 2 established music producers, go to professional studios, and even test the music that we produced in the best club in Brussels.
Why so serious?
Woohoo! Let's go! Okay, day 1. I practically have no prior knowledge to Ableton. So yeah, in the music industry, I'm pretty useless. Here's the game plan. To start, I'm gonna follow a course called Foundations of Electronic Music. That should give me a good base of knowledge to create the songs that I want later. Let's be clear about something. This is not a course. I've been doing music for 7 days, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So if you really want to understand all the things that I learned throughout these 7 days, I'll put in the description every single course that I followed, so you can get to the exact same level. Okay, this is Ableton. There are 2 main apps of music production, Ableton and FL Studio. In this case, I use Ableton just because I like how it looks. But any DAW, that's how it's called, would work. The simplest way to explain how to produce music is this. You have a timeline with a playhead. In this timeline you can play sounds that play to the beat. When the playhead arrives to the sound, well, it plays. So the easiest way to make the most basic music production is essentially to grab a bunch of loops and put them on the timeline and see if they fit, and look at this. Not too bad. Apparently, if you master your drums properly, you can guide how people dance, and then on top you can add whatever you want. But as long as your drums are well, people will follow. As long as I have the bass of the drums on a predictable manner, I can put a ream in random positions and it should still work. Let's see. Okay, that definitely doesn't work. In the timeline, you can create 2 types of layers. A sample layer, where you can play samples whatever you want, and a MIDI layer, which essentially it's an instrument player. To every layer or to every MIDI, we can add some effects like some delay, which is kind of like echo. Without, with. Makes it more groovy. So essentially, here's how you do a track. You first build just 8 bars, which is equivalent more or less to 12 seconds. You start by doing the drums, so everything that has an impact, that you're hitting something. Then you add to that the melody, which is kind of like the singing piano that just guides you, and that's the thing that you will remember. To that solid bass, you will add a bunch of different sounds that will make it sound richer, like some bass or some sound effects. I thought that was going to be more epic. So why is your mission to do these 8 bars? Essentially, these 8 bars are the pinnacle of your song. This is as cool as your song can get, essentially. The rest of the song will be this 8 bars, but we're just cutting down some layers. Oh, that sounds epic. Another thing to know is that sound has 2 qualities, or at least maybe more, but 2 main ones. The gain or the volume, which is how loud you're hearing it. But there's a second one that you might have not thought about that much, which is where does this sound belong in between the bass and the highs? This is important because if you place all your sounds on the bass,
God damn it.
well, they will clash with each other and you won't hear them. Here in the top you can choose the key, which I don't really know what keys are, but you choose one, and usually to make the song sound good, you should only play in that key. But how do you know which ones you should play? In Ableton 12, it's pretty easy. You just choose your key, and then here you have a purple button that will highlight every single key that you should play on. So you just have to place them there. That's what I did. And it sounds great. Okay, I'm not sure if I understood this properly, but when you already finish doing your drums, which is what's gonna guide your movement, then you have to add the bass, which is 1 note at a time. So essentially you don't have like boom, boom, boom at the same time, you have just a boom, and then you go to boom, and then you go to boom. Does that make sense? Then there's the pad. I didn't really understand that, but it's glue, I guess. If I understood, the pads are kind of like the feeler, the thing that glues everything together and that kind of fills the empty holes. And then there's the lead, which is the thing that you remember the most. Generally that lead, it's also just one key at a time, but also is usually the voice. So that's what you remember the most often. The voice is just playing one key at a time. I never thought of that. Arpeggiator, let's put the arpeggiator. So without this, and with this, that's pretty cool. I like it. This is really cool, but then I think like, okay, how do I apply this to dubstep? You know, how do I go from to wham wham? You know? So now what we're doing is checking a bunch of different chord progressions to see how we feel about them, because some of them will make us feel happy and some of them will make us feel sad. For example, this one. This one makes me want to kill myself. Yeah, that's dancey. I like it. Okay, yeah, chords make different feelings. Interesting. Another important part is automation. Essentially, with this, we have a timeline that any effect that we have, we can literally program it to change throughout time. The higher, the stronger. The lower, the less strong, essentially. And we can click any and change it, any value. So it's super cool. Now, mixing is very important. You might have already like 10 layers of sounds, and for some reason, the sound just doesn't sound full. That's because you need to choose the proper gain to each single layer. If you put every single sound to the max, they will clash with each other and they won't sound as full. So mixing is very important. And I still don't do it well, just so we're clear. Okay, yay, we did it. We did 5 chapters out of 8. I've been filming for 5 hours and a half. I'm tired, but this was fun. And this is what we got. Next summer track, right there. All right, that's a good first day. Feel confident, feel strong, feel sexy. Yay, see you tomorrow. Although the first day was a complete smasher of a success, there was still a long way to go. I just learned the basis of the theory of what a synthesizer is. If I understood, essentially it's a sound maker. You first have a basic noise that has all the sounds inside of it. Then you pass it through a bunch of different filters and that creates the sound that you want. And that you can play it in a piano. Let's play with the amplifier, which in simple, it determines how a sound will attack when you press the key. I can make it very instant that it goes all the way to the max. I can make it very slow progression. So it makes zoom, it goes up. So if we want something deeper, we go down like 2 octaves. Yeah, that's like a fart. The analog is this tool that we have. But this tool has presets of sounds that we could use, so we can... Super cool. I think this is something that is going to be very useful for us because, yeah, I can learn how to do every single sound and build them however exactly I want, but that will take me a long time to learn. Or I can use presets, which already give me the sounds pre-made, and I can use them however I want. I don't want to recreate the wheel, I just want to make funny drops with memes. This is the plugin that I got. Serum, because I saw in every single tutorial about how to do dubstep or any type of song they use Serum, which is, now that I understand, it's a sound maker, but just a bit cooler. I will have to learn how to use this, but this has a lot of presets. I love this. So the wave table is it's pretty much the same as Serum, just the one included in Ableton, and apparently it's pretty powerful. So okay, and we can use different waves. Retro. Oh, that's a weird wave. I feel like kind of Jamaica. Welcome to Mario Party, baby. So VSTs. There's all the effects that come with Ableton that should technically be enough for you to produce practically any sound. But you can add to this plugins, which is kind of like variations of the effects that Ableton gives you. It's just more fun. It's just more professional. Everybody uses them, but they cost money. So I just have Serum. That's all I have. So this is another thing. There's so many things to learn. God damn it. Pedals or saturation or distortion. When you grab a sound and you make it louder, it just makes it louder in the frequency that it's in. But another way to make it kind of more present and more louder is to duplicate that sound into different frequencies. And how do you do that? With saturation. We have our drums, right? And we put the pedal in. Aha, so without it, and with it, more present. It's interesting. And with everything, that's cool. Like, I do feel it more present, like it has more power. But I didn't finish the course. I still have one chapter to go, but I don't have time. I have to go. I have to go to a bar, so I have to go. Tomorrow it's our first collab, so we're gonna start creating some cool stuff tomorrow. We already have the base of music production. I think I can start building something from there. Today we're going to a professional studio with my good friends and professional producers, Cheery-o. These legends are my friends, and we've worked many times in the past. We created music videos and much more. And today they're gonna help me to create my first track ever. But tomorrow I'm gonna have to produce a song alone. What style are we going for, you think?
Do you want to wreck something?
I think it would be nice, like when the drop hits or something like that, to have an idea that it's something around the vocal to emphasize the drop with that. Today you want to do something like deep house, no?
Yeah, more like tech house music with some touch of bass house, you know.
Where would you start? From if we start from zero, where would you
I
start?
think we can start with like
This little sample, yeah.
so BPM,
Okay,
like
well-
more house music like 126.
So now, right now we're finding the kicks, the bass,
And then the hat.
now the hat, which is more like a.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And all of these sounds, because from someone that starts doesn't have all of these sounds. Where do you got all of these sounds?
From Splice. Splice is like a website where you can find a lot of samples.
And is it better to have Splice or to just buy a sample pack then?
For me, it's better Splice because you can choose the sample, you know. When you have a sample pack, you have a lot of samples in it, and maybe you will use maybe 1 or 2 samples in the pack. Now we had the pumping effect, the sidechain on the lead,
What does that mean?
to give more space to the kick without the effect. With the effect. When the kicks is hitting,
Yeah.
the lead with like
Oh, it ducks.
be lower. Yeah, it ducks. Yeah,
Ah,
it ducks.
okay,
Yeah.
it's a docker, okay.
Feels are really cool samples that come before the next transition. They're kind of like a pre-drop of the next 8 bars.
Let me try to choose one and so let's imagine I would try to put that, right? Oh, yeah, that's great.
It's working.
I also asked my friends if they could give me one music production advice.
My advice is to you, it's be different. Look for a different sound, different influence, and put on your music. Listen all gender music, African music or Latino.
Me quedo, me meo, me tiro un peo, me limpio el culo con los 5 dedos.
Okay, so even if I'm doing, for example, dubstep, I can go to African music and
Yeah.
figure something out that
Yeah.
is there and put it into the dubstep genre?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see what you do with that. What about if... Just to participate. Do you want to try? No, I can't play it, but I can let you do it. But instead of, because you did... Second one, just go back. You know,
Yeah.
Yes, so and the smile is like very useful for to create some tension in the build-up.
so it's like the effects in the mixing.
That's it.
It's time to spice it up. Here we add a bunch of samples to make it more interesting.
That's cool. What about it? One yes, one no, one yes, one no.
You can make like maybe a question and answer, maybe.
What if?
Okay. Let's check. Felix producer, oh là.
Now it's time to sing, to tell the people what we feel. Let's not be original, let's use tools that we have nowadays. Let's use ChatGPT. Okay, entering the void, feel the machine.
Are you ready?
No, I'm shy, but all right. Should I be loud or should I?
Loud.
Unleash the frequency. Unleash the frequency. Damn, I feel so awkward about it. God damn it, that feels awful.
Unleash the frequency.
Okay, we can get somewhere. Unleash the frequency. Oh, I timed it wrong.
Unleash the frequency.
Unleash the frequency. Unleash the frequency. Unleash the frequency.
It's time for Alexis to give us his one advice.
One of the useful for me is like you have to have a good workflow, to let a lot of space to the creativity process, because the creative process is the most important for the track. So have a good workflow, work on your shortcuts, and then give some space to creativity.
Be organized, no?
Be organized, that's it. Don't use too much plugins. There are a lot of plugins who are useless.
What are like 3 main plugins that would actually be useful to have?
For me, like for the synth serum, for all the saturating part is like RC20, and for the reverb, Valhalla.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Usually the last step is mastering. In simple words, is grabbing the final sounds with all the layers combined and placing the right levels of bass, mids and highs so it sounds playable.
With mastering very fast, you can use Ozone, and Ozone is doing the mastering for you.
Really?
Really? You have to play the
hardest part like,
of your track.
And now, for the final result of Felix's first song ever, we went to one of Brussels' best clubs. Special thanks to Invasion Latina and Mirano for letting me use it.
So now we're at Mirano and we're gonna test the songs that I produced in a real scenario. I created these songs. It's the first time I ever played in a club, actually, so pretty cool.
Unleash the frequency. Frequency. Fuck, I typed it wrong. Fuck. Fuck, I typed it wrong.
Everything was easy with some help, but now it was time to see if I could actually do it alone.
Today, I'm doing this alone, and today I wanna go into dubstep.
I feel like dubstep can go in so many different directions when a drop arrives. It's not so predictable, and I love that. Also, it goes nasty. I'm just gonna follow a bunch of tutorials and see if I can figure it out with the knowledge that I have in my brain and the tutorials that I find. Today I'll be following Moonboy's tutorial that you can find in the description. BPM 140, I think. Okay, so we should start with the drums. It's a pretty beefy kick. I like it. I'm just gonna do this. Duplicate, but I'm gonna put it in the second ones. I feel like he needs another something like, you know? And that's pretty cool. I had an idea. There's this boy, this legend.
More it is what it is away from.
It's so good. I thought like maybe we could grab the vocals and do something with it. I don't know how. I don't even know how to grab a sample and make it cool. From this point on, I didn't press the record button in the camera. So we only have the screen recording. Enjoy. We have some leads now. Feel like with the scream, it could be fun. Let's put this here. I like that. All right, that's cool. All right, we got something, guys. Woo! And we're gonna put some phrases on top of it. Yeah, whatever, that's cool. I like it. It's not perfect, but I like it. Now it's time for the bass. Let's try that. How do you record? I don't. Ha! Sounds like. Maybe let's try a different one. That could be cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Can we grab the voice and make it deeper? What if I take it? Boom. I can take. Like, I don't really know where they should belong. You know, I don't know anything about this, but what about rises? Maybe this one? Okay, I think, hey, clap it up for me. I'm so proud of myself, to be honest. Got everything here.
That's a bit of bad news.
I hope it's not too much. Like, the thing is, I don't know about balance. If I'm putting just too many things on top of each other, it just sounds bad. But it might sound good. Yesterday, I learned about feel. That's pretty cool. 2 hours and 30 minutes to do this. But hey, good job for day 4. Yay, we made a dubstep trap.
You know what they say. It is what it is. That's a bit of bad news. But on the other hand,
so to start, I'm gonna buy some plugins. You shouldn't, but I don't know. I have the power, so I want to do this well. I'm gonna buy some plugins. So definitely Ozone, be able to do the masters at the end automatically. Because the dubstep track that I did the other day, it was a cool track, but I felt like the sound wasn't full. Okay, so that took me 2 hours, but I did it. I installed a couple of plugins, which is a really dumb idea to do. You don't need them. You already have everything that you need in Ableton. Plugins is just a fancier way to do things.
Stop spending your money on stupid shit.
Anyways, here's what I got. The Fat Filter bundle. The most important thing that it has is the Pro Q3, which is an EQ filter, but really nice. Then I also got the Shaper box, which is to make sidechains, which essentially means when you have a sound like a drum, and you have also the bass sounding at the same time, when the drum will hit, the sound of the bass will duck, will go lower, so you can hear more the drum without losing the bass. I also got the Valhalla bundle. Thing that it has is the reverb that it has. Everybody uses it. So all of that is very cool, but I spent 2 hours doing that and I still haven't created anything today. So I need to get to work. The idea today is to test myself and create a melodic techno song. I want people to trip when they feel the music that I create. So let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I'm better at this now that I spent that money, essentially. I'll be following this melodic tutorial that you can find in the description. So like always, we start with the drum. And I saw that you can change the colors. Oh, it's just colors, but it looks so cool. So we're trying to create a meat bass. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so I want some bass, right? I press record, I guess. Oh, we syncopated. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
1 hour later.
No. Just realized that I haven't been recording the sound of the freaking computer. How can I mess up a shooting so often? Now we have a... So we need a piano. Okay, so we make a chord. Big fat boy. We skip one of the purples, we go to this one. We skip one of the purples, we go to that one. Yeah, I guess. Okay, here's something that I know I can do, because I learned it in the previous days. I think I can. Let's hope I can. Mr. Arpeggio. Yeah, arpeggio for the win. You nearly can't hear it, and maybe, look, I don't know anything about music, but if we put it higher, we will hear it better. We do. Look at that.
I'm a genius of production.
So now essentially we need the big... The main thing, the big jumbo mumbo. That sounds familiar.
Yes, I can see you.
I like that one. I don't know how to explain. I don't know enough about music to explain this, but I feel like the stab is not really fitting with the whole melody and the rhythm of the song. I think there we can put a subwoofer like a zoom.
AI system. AI systems activated now.
Ah, that drop is so empty and boring. Ah, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Woohoo, it's... Okay, I'm gonna denominate it as a failure. This took me hours to create and it amounted to nothing! Yay!
AI system. System. AI system. System. AI system. System. AI systems activated now. AI systems activated now. Augmented reality. Feel the melody. Augmented reality.
Yesterday was a reality check. I definitely wasn't as good as I thought. Therefore, I needed help. I needed to get better. So today we're having our second collaboration with Siméon and Viot from Miellerie. I had this idea. Can maybe create something around it.
That man said chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come.
Because the rhythm changes, we can have the drop evolve with the music, you know?
I really like that.
Today we're not gonna use Ableton, we're gonna use machine. So the whole point is to use this big box that, what does it do?
I mean, it's a sampler.
So essentially in every box you put a different sound effect, a simple sound, and you can press them throughout the timeline.
Like the whole track at this point comes from...
And here is kind of the same that in every other program. And it's actually just like a controller.
Okay, what will be the BPM that we will use?
Oh my god, it's so fast.
That's 165.
But I can slow it down.
That man said chicks with bricks come.
I think chicks with bricks come is the starting.
Like those are 3 different parts, so it can be a drop that evolves in 3 different ways.
Chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come.
And you came with a challenge today.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be easy.
No. It could have been, but because she's not like on a precise tempo, she's just like freestyling.
You can make a what? You can make a quick.
That's gonna be dope.
You can make a what?
Parce que le what we're gonna use like what? I'm impressed by the camera.
Yeah.
This one feels like it's on the right note. So the key, I think, is F.
Oh, the hashtag. I don't know how to call that one.
And then it's going bam 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 bam. For me, it's my god, I'm not on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. That's really important for people watching Let's Save You project. You like that kind of...
I love that. Yeah. Maybe that could be cool.
You know, there is one super known jungle drums.
Yeah.
This one, I think.
So now on top of that you will add some chords. Before we finish with today's production, Siméon is gonna give us his one advice.
One thing that helped me while I started is to recreate something that exists already. Okay. So just for training, like there is a production you like, try to redo kind of the same drums, place it at the same time. And me personally, it helped me to have a clear vision of what are the rules in producing. You know what a Reese is? It's like a bass, but that only do a few notes, pretty simple. Like and then little by little go to the stutter.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, exactly.
With bricks and blocks, sir. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come.
Yeah.
Chicks and blocks, sir.
So everything fades. Just for that phrase, it solos that phase, so it goes zoom, and
then it starts again.
And then it goes.
Stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block. Stack. Chicks with bricks come.
This one is.
Just when she hits the what are you talking about? Like zoom. That.
Sir. What are you talking about?
Shorten on the what, but not repeating.
You can make a what? You can make a what? You can make a trick. Y'all, now Dr. Seuss coming out.
Yeah, that's dope. But here we're gonna have to put something, even if it's ambient sound, you know.
Yeah.
Y'all, now Dr. Seuss coming out with bangers.
When I said the it could be a harp, maybe. Like, you know, when you enter the dream, it's a harp. But maybe the other one that you said it wasn't reversed.
Yeah,
that could be interesting, you know?
I love it. And I wonder what you talk about to be reversed before she talk. What do you talk about? I do simple automation, just that goes up.
What are you talking about? First off,
that's good. So we have the bass and it goes.
What are you talking about? First off,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Another one, first one.
First collab, my boy. Play the one last time, the whole thing, just so we have the final thing.
Let's go.
Y'all, now Dr. Seuss coming out with bangers. That man said chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. That man said chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. What are you talking about? First I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. What are you talking about? First I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a what? You can make a what? You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a what? You can make a what? You can make a quick trick chick stack.
What do you talk about?
Bravo, bravissimo. Yeah. Alright, boys, it's a wrap for day.
It's a wrap.
5, I think.
Oh no, that was the most.
Bro, that was good. Don't worry. Just flow it. Just flow it. Hey, number seven. This is the last day. And today we're gonna do some hard techno for them. Hey, today is the last day of this adventure, and I figured why not do it somewhere else? Because, well, Christmas vibes. Check. And also producing music is in a laptop, so you can technically produce anywhere, which is really cool. You should go outside and explore and produce in a coffee shop, in nature. Grab the sounds of life and put them in some hard, disgusting techno. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that what life is all about after all? Remember, every tutorial that I used to get to the level that I am today, I'm gonna put them in the description, so you can do the same too. So I already have my idea. The track will be named Joker. So we need some samples of Joker voices.
What happened? Your balls drop off?
Some very dark laughs from some clowns, probably. He says something in the pre-drop and that's what I imagine. Let's start. 150 BPM. It goes fast, baby. Let's start with the kick. Maybe this one. Maybe we'll change it later, but I think this one. Clap. Let's do another one.
Another one.
Okay, let's just trust the process. So now it's time to add a stab. That thing. That should work. So let's put some notes.
That's not too bad. So my idea is, and have like a thing and then an answer. Now that we have a good base for the track, it was time to bring the Joker sauce. So I searched a bunch of sound effects in the internet. Maybe. We found our pre-drop.
Why so serious?
Yeah. The problem is always the levels. Like, if the pre-drop is so loud, the actual drop doesn't sound at all loud. I didn't expect that to arrive. With context, it's not too bad. Okay, rhythmic background elements. I like it. Hey, with all the textures and the background things, we did manage to make it so that the voice doesn't sound like it arrives out of nowhere. So that's good. To spare you the details after that, I just added some sound effects, rearranged it, mixed it, and mastered it. And with that, we have our final song.
You look nervous. Is it the scar?
Why so serious? How about a magic trick?
Oh yeah, baby! Yeah. And that concludes my production career. Wonderful. I think I proved my point. If you start to produce today, next week you will already have your first track, or even 5. So just start. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. We just passed 3,000 subscribers. And if you enjoy watching this video, I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this next video where I went to Tomorrowland with an artist pass. It's a pretty cool video. Bye-bye.